Hi, I'm Brooke Beam, the Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Community Development Extension Educator in Highland County. And today I'd like to talk to you about some of the video projects that we've been conducting over the past year or so, and ways that you can participate and help us going forward in the future. So we're going to talk about things, what I'm coining the phrase as agriculture through the camera lens. So if you have a YouTube account, or if you're just interested in watching YouTube videos, I would encourage you to follow along on our two different channels here. The one on the left is for the OSU Precision Ag channel, and the one on the right is the channel that I manage for the Ohio State University Extension Highland County office. But in particular, the Southern Ohio Farm Show is one of our projects. So you'll see that there's different content on both channels. You're going to find a lot more of the tech components on the Precision Ag channel. And then for the Highland County page and the Southern Ohio Farm Show section, that's a weekly television style program that I produce that we cover everything that imaginable, whether it's forages, production agriculture, things with agronomy, even kind of going into some food science topics. There's a wide variety of things that we cover. If you like the U.S. Farm Report, it's made in a similar style, but tailored to producers here in Highland County, Southern Ohio, and really anybody in Ohio would be applicable to their viewership as well. So if you're interested in learning more about a variety of topics, follow the Southern Ohio Farm Show. So one of the questions that I have for you all is, what platforms do you use to learn more about agricultural content when you're online? Do you use Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube? Are there other platforms that you've been using that you find that are relevant and applicable? And then also, what are the agriculture related YouTube channels that you like to follow online? Is it for educational purposes? Do you like to follow things for entertainment? We'd like to gauge your interest to see where you are following, what you're following, and where you think the viewership should be watching. So over the past year, we've partnered on a variety of different projects. So I've been involved in over 100 different video projects that have been posted online, and they cover a really broad spectrum of agricultural topics. So here's just a selection of the videos that you can see on our online channels. And in particular, there's some really interesting things we've been doing with virtual reality and immersive experiences. So what is virtual reality? That's always a question that we get by a lot of folks. And virtual reality is really, it's for how we're using it. It's the recording of a real life setting with the 360-degree camera. So a 360-degree camera is like the video you're seeing here. It's also just like this camera that I have in my hand. And what's interesting about it is that there's a lens on either side of the camera. So it's capturing this full 360-degree view of whatever it's seeing. Now, there's a lot of different variations of this. It can be as basic as a 360-degree view. If you wanted to get in something really super advanced, a lot of gaming opportunities are out there that's an extreme version of this immersive content. But for what the things that we're making and how we're using it, we're really just capturing a simplistic 360-degree view of what's going on. We do incorporate a little bit of computer generated graphics, but mostly it's in the form of text to help explain what's being viewed. And this is an emerging trend that we're seeing across a lot of different platforms and a lot of different educational components. The more people they're able to see everything, it's a more educational way to connect with our viewers. So how have we used this in our educations, and where are we going in the future? So many of you, I'm sure, have attended the Farm Science Review, and what we've typically seen at Farm Science Review is the image on the top, where there's a lot of people there and you're able to talk to other folks. But due to the pandemic, what we saw this past fall was the picture on the bottom, and it was empty. So this prompted us to go online, and we've created a series of different demonstrations. So if you wanted to see something up close on these different pieces of equipment, we had these cameras mounted all over them. So you can see different parts of the tractors. You can ride along in the cab. You want to see something more up close on the implement that it's pulling. There's a variety of different views that you can see. So this also allows us to get an up close look on performance so that you're able to see things in greater detail than you would in person. It's not safe to sit on the back of some of these pieces of equipment or to ride on top of the auger, but you can mount a camera on there and get to see a really interesting view. So if you haven't seen some of those videos, I would encourage you to watch those. And then also another opportunity that we had with this technology was a 360 tour of the ag crop plots. And so there were over 10,000 views of this immersive tour of the plots. So there's a different way to reach individuals by this digital content. And we've also found that our geographic footprint is much larger by utilizing these online trends. So even though these 360 experiences they give you a full surrounding view, you're able to utilize this content and make it into a flat screen video, whether or not if you want to make it a little bit more of a versatile tool, particularly if you're wanting to make your own videos, these cameras offer a lot of flexibility. So this is one example of a flat screen video that we've made with all 360-degree cameras, but we've repurposed that so that it fits onto a regular flat screen view. So there's a lot of opportunities to partner with you. If you have an interest in video production and you'd like to partner with us for eField's research or other on-farm activities, please reach out to us. We'd love to partner with other farmers in Ohio and to make more interesting and engaging projects that other farmers can learn and benefit from. So here's my contact information. Again, if you'd like to follow any of our YouTube channels, you're welcome to scan the QR codes. We'll also have the links in the chat. If you have any questions, please reach out, and we look forward to seeing you in person here in the future.